Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5. It as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown. Back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Play action now. Mariota out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now Mariota. He's going to air one out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling, looking for Aguilar. It's intercepted. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first, or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Watson. Fighting a safety valve here. That's complete. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Escaping. Touchdown, Texans. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
One.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. The Titans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Mariota. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And now out comes Houston. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll run it now out of the gun. A little 360. And he lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And they'll run it here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd down. Here's Mariota. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. The crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. The 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll try and run for it with Miller, and they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
I know he might be a little winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively, and it worked for them on that play.
Maybe trying to reward him after that long run. We'll see if they go back to him again on the ground. One man in the backfield. That's Miller. 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Watson. Forced out to his left. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Deshaun Watson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Second down, Mariota. Flushed it. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. First down, Mariota. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bernardrick McKinney coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they said this guy does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw is Mariota. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Mariota to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the ball comes loose. And the Texans say they have it. They do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
Let's go, deep, tighten up.
On second down, here's Miller. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Now another timeout here called by the Titans, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Come back, come back.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans continue to pour it on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number two. Yeah,
it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Watson now on second down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Robert Kimdichie in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. Now he steps away. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Now a first down throw, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. Finding some room at midfield. And some Lamar Miller past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans add on. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Mariota now. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Bernardrick McKinney in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Throwing, Mariota. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Watson now to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Watson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Black 99 Philly. 2 jet. 2 jet. Check 31. Check 31.
Here's a give to Miller. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Play action for Miller. Now Watson staying on his feet. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Gonna need something special here on third and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? To throw is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be fourth down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Houston. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up third and long. They go play action. Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he's got this down to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And the pitch goes to Miller. Miller with first down and more. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. One man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal.
Black 99, feel it.
They get it to him running left. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
This has not been a banner game for the defense, not in any shape or form, but I love what they're doing right now. My admiration for them really is jumping up. What a great stand defensively, trying their best to keep them out of the end zone.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. And they'll run for it with Miller. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Mariota. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd down, Mariota again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Miller. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The Texans send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Richmond.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Two jet.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he Takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more.